Elizabeth needs to bring the shoe.
The dress, right?
The dress back,
Well, it's not a fast
the
shoe.
collar front. It looks great.
I can't get it. Should we unsnap this back?
Yeah, I like those.
This could be a little flat right there. It feels good. I hate ordinary. I really hate ordinary. I want to do something that's maybe a little outrageous and colorful and pretty and fun. Let me get this out of the way. Come on in. I'm very proud of these. I designed a show for the White House under Johnson. And these are his Christmas cards. And this is an invitation to the White House. And this is Shenandoah. That's on Broadway, starring John Cullum. I designed that, the costume for that. And this is Blackstone on Broadway. I designed the costume for that. Then I did Ringling Brothers Circus. I did circuses in the meantime. I'm gonna put on my Governor Perry glasses so I look intellectual. and so I'm going to do a sketch for a showgirl that's going to ride an elephant. These wings, you make it huge because it's got to be seen from a distance. So you begin to build it up. Then all of this would be picked up with sequins and glitter. Not many stones because they're so heavy. Some horse people we met at a horse show were from Tyler, and they said that there might be an opening in Tyler for a designer. They interviewed me, I got that job. So I've had it 30 years.
The formal coronation of the Queen and the presentation of her court gets the festivities underway.
The purpose of the festival was to promote Tyler and promote the rose industry. They built the idea around that there would be out-of-town girls that would come and represent their communities, and then there would be a queen. She's to represent the city. She is to be civic-minded. She's to go to every ribbon cutting, and she is an ambassador for this city.
Here, the current Queen receives her crown from the president of the Rose Festival. With the presentation of the Golden Scepter, the festival officially opens.
Boring. It didn't have any kick to it. We made it more Broadway, and that's what my whole idea of it. It was just a pageant of girls. And I've tried to put some Broadway into it to make it more of a show.
So many of our favorite things are fabricated from the infinite experiences of our lives.
When you walk across, let's try holding this one a little bit. Get this straightened out. Have a dresser straighten that thing out. A lot of ideas from the circus and ice shows that I've done before in the Rose Festival here. A lot of things come from way back in my mind. I'm not sure everybody likes it, but I think it's the way to go. It's a lot of hard work, but I get a kick out of it. People have no idea how much time it takes. I don't know if we go here or here. Maybe we go there, huh? Or here. That's a bedroom. So maybe we go over here.
Maybe that's not it.
Maybe we're not going. That's a bedroom.
We have lots of doors.
Yeah, we went into a bedroom.
We decided that wasn't the
You know
right
what?
door.
You are not the first.
Congratulations. Wish you the best. That's great. I'm Winn Morton.
Mallory out there.
You're the boss. Tell us what to do.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Love this theme. I mean, what a great.
I do too.
How fun, and it's just.
Yeah,
I went to the
I'm a circus
museum.
fan from way back.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
Fun.
and I love circus. With theatrical makeup, those eyes are going to be fabulous. Yeah. Really, it's true. And I told her she's the star, and she is the star.
Please tell me where you're going with this.
Well, what my purpose here, I'd like
Take that off.
to meet you, and I'd like to get your input too. Let's get some basic things. What's your favorite color?
I like pink.
We start with that. What I do is that I get the queen's color. I like I want to work with what she wants in color.
Winn works backwards. So if you
we're
pick
just getting
pink,
started.
He
And
starts
so-
with your dress, and then he works backwards from there with
and
the
so
set and everything.
The whole thing
else.
will start with you. I'm going to New York in 2 weeks, and I'll be getting samples of hundreds of samples of new fabrics and old fabrics, and they give me swatches, and we come back with bags of swatches. You're welcome, more than welcome. Okay, you're so organized. You're so organized. We're not going to do that yet, huh? Yeah.
Of course, I'm in charge of so many different areas that he needs someone to do. I keep up with the fabrics, I keep up with the trimmings. There's nothing he hasn't designed. You know, you couldn't have him design anything that he hasn't already done. Elephants and dogs and ponies and circus, and he just has so much experience.
Animals. Mademoiselle Wasseau and her exotic birds. Often what we used to do is design something and then find the fabrics for it. But you can really lead up a blind alley that way if you can't find what you really want. So it's really, to me, it's easier to find fabrics first. I'll tell you what would be great. This one and the big one, the big bold one. Okay. Well, I'm going to get swatches and I'll put them all on the floor and we're going to look at them and see what goes well together. I have this motto, it's got to look good. Every job you do, you're starting over. There's nothing, what you did before means anything really. So that's why you can get trapped. Because it's got to be good. These are called, well, they're chicken feathers, well, they're rooster feathers, coke. So I was thinking of trimming the costume somewhere with this stuff. So it'll be, I think that can make a barbaric, what I call a barbaric costume. Gloves could be, you know, big gauntlet gloves can look pretty. About 1940 until 1977 when I came here. It was terrible at first because we had Yankee accents and people didn't like that. And then they really didn't care for Northerners. They really didn't, in this area especially. And so you gradually get rid of your accent. We had Pennsylvania license plates. We finally got rid of that. That didn't help. But anyway, we also got to where we could understand what people were saying. But it's a different mindset. It really is. But either I've changed or they've changed. I don't know which it is. It's good to be here to see all the old friends and meet many new friends. And I see some great faces. And thanks a lot. Thank you very much. The cape is lined in this sheer gold. And the ruffle along the edge of it is pleated of this lame also. The cape, she comes down, and the back of the cape is like, it has roses and stuff like that. And this is banana trees, and it's Reagan Smith. Silver teapots. And the bodice would be the same. We have bubbles coming out of the bust.
Oh, that is so fabulous.
Good to see you. Okay, so this is a vintage Valentine. And it's Carol Mueller. It's an 1870 bustle dress is what it is. And it's pretty dress.
Thank you.
It's a lifelong dream for some of these people. It's wonderful. They dream of having their children up on that stage.
Was that not just gorgeous? Crazy.
I do get a pleasure out of bringing a fantasy to these people's lives. I do. I like that very, very much. This is...
Oh, look at that.
And the fleur-de-lis is repeated up here. The collar is lace. It's done in fleur-de-lis pattern. And it'll be on a frame, a wire frame. And this is the train.
Oh my goodness.
And this, I took your tiger and had just the face coming through the fire.
Wow.
And this will all be covered in crystal beads.
Love it.
Crystal beads. And then you have all of this and all of this. Your name is here.
Love
in,
the clown.
in rhinestones, and it'll be trimmed in a dark blue.
I love the French blue. I think this is great to have the wagon wheel with it.
I'm excited.
I like it. I like it. I really do. I wouldn't show it to you if I didn't like it.
I really like it.
It's been a labor of love. This, I mean, this has, it's been a lot of,
They like things that are different. It's a very wealthy city. They like extravagance, and why not? Hey, John. It's not big enough, John. What? It's not big enough. It'll be beautiful going up the stairs.
It will.
Oh,
she'll
coming down
float.
also.
She's just going to float in it.
Let's turn around so they can see the back again.
Yes.
Across that. It's off the
Look at
shoulder.
this.
It's off
On
the
here.
shoulder, and she'll enter with her hand out like that.
Yeah.
And it will open up as she walks and comes down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you do the sketch, and so then you got to have it made. You got to know what you're talking about, and it's easy to sit and draw. But then to oversee the stuff, that's where the real work comes in. Hi, Nancy. My goodness. I'd say 3 women work on one costume, and they will work probably steadily 2 months.
I grew up here, and this is my 6th year doing it. And the first summer I came in, I was just like, you want me to glue how many sequins on this? I thought it was crazy.
This is a big show, and it's completely different every year. Because Winn is a consummate designer, and he really upped the quality of it when he took over. I have seen some pictures and some of the former designers' drawings, and they were nice, but they didn't have this absolute magical fantasy quality that Winn's can have. They were just a little more run-of-the-mill.
They're going to be in Tyler finished, right?
Yes, sir.
On Saturday.
You betcha.
Kind of, you know, it's like mind numbing. Like, you know, use these tiny little tweezers and you pick one up at a time, dip it in, and then apply it on. And it's like thousands and thousands and thousands, like carpal tunnel syndrome, you know, you're working on. But, and then, like, these are
Beautiful.
5s, which are, they're pretty small. It's like the end of a pencil point. This will be all cobalt blue, sapphire, and opals, and then gold and white like the rest of it. Same with this.
There's thousands of stones that are all Swarovskis. They're really good quality, a lot of handwork, good building of the basic thing. This is beautiful.
I mean, I don't know where else you know, this is, I think Texas is, there's so few places I think that would do this, and you have to be a little nuts to do it anyways. I'm probably a little nuts, so, you know.
Line your foot up. And here's the beauty of today and this week, besides Saturday, you can see yourself in the mirrors. So I don't have to look down when I walk because I see what my feet are doing. And try to look in the mirror again. It's too much time and it's too tricky. It's pretty smiles. At the same time, now don't lift the trampoline. Now just pull. There we go. That's how heavy it's going to be when you cannot pick up that trampoline.
Now, don't tell me you don't know. Oh, shit. If you would pull them out and look and just find anything to do with the circus. Best, okay, it says best versions. This is it. Okay. Rose Festival and the circus. One of the circuses I did. So this is the best version here.
Presenting the world's greatest animal trainer, Gunther Gable Williams.
See, what I'm doing now, I drew up all that on a muslin, all the embroidery, for the embroidery on that. When I was a child, my father took me to the circus. He always took me down to where they were unloading the trains up before dawn. And I could see the people, meet the people, and see the animals. It was fascinating to me. I loved every second of it. I met this director of the circus, and so he was out there rehearsing every day, and so I'd go out there, and I'd catch him when he was not doing anything, and I'd show him my drawings. So I kept doing that and doing that. He said, well, you need to go to New York City. I said, well, I'd love to do that, but I don't have any money. So he said, well, I'll get you a job with the circus. I never was homesick. I never looked back. It was just easy transition for me. I love elephants. I've got a collection of elephants. I bought that in Carmel, that elephant. This is Harry when he was aspiring to be a movie actor, I guess. I think that's a great picture, though. I really like that picture. I knew I was not like so many of the boys. I didn't really want to be. This is Harry, and this is me. Black hair, black hair. Harry was the site manager for the men's department at Neiman Marcus, but he was working in the windows that night for installation with this lady. She got mad at him about something, and she popped out of the window. She said, you goddamn motherfucking son of a bitch. I wish you would die. And so then she leaves, and out pops Harry Lewis. He was a beautiful man. He was beautiful. His body had the smell of cream. I went nuts. I always knew I would be with Harry for life. I always knew it. I always felt it. I didn't desire anybody else. We saw every show, every museum, everything. We had sex 5 days before he died. That's how connected we were. 10 years ago, it was July the 17th. I was in Tyler, and I came back here, and I told him how well everything went. He talked a little bit. He couldn't talk much, and he died the next day. He never thought he was going to die. He always said, I'm going to get well. Not good. Terrible. I just sat here and cried. I still cry. But anyway, oh, shit. Anyway, so it was very hard, but I was determined to keep going because I knew that was the only thing that would keep me going, is the work. I couldn't have done it without the work. I wouldn't have. I couldn't have. But I still did a good job. You know, I can do a good job. I'm into work. What am I going to do?
Heather. Oh, I thought there was going to be a teapot on your head. You are the teapot.
Yeah,
I am
and
the
then
teapot.
there's the tea. I'm a little teapot.
Is it gonna hit? I don't know how you envision this.
You know what? You have to be nuts. Bring it.
She's like, you're gonna hold it up for 4 minutes. I'm like, I
Bring it
can't
up.
even.
Let's look at it, please. I can't wait to see it.
You're gonna love it.
Oh, let's see the Christmas tree. You look sensational. Is it too big or too small? Okay, when she gets here, she raises the sword way up. She just kills somebody. Point it out. Point the sword out. Point the sword. There.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, circus producers Winn Morton,
Let me see your hat. That looks great. You look good. Oh, you got a collar and everything. You got tassels. I get bored. I do, I get bored. And I get fidgety, and it's not for me. I worked all my life. I'm trained to work, and that's all I know, and that's what I love. She's a little plump. These island girls. But I can't go on forever. I'm 89 years old. But I don't want to collapse on a job either, you know? It's all a dream. It's a dream. I love dreams.